everybody, it's your girl Dolly and welcome back to my channel. So if you're new to the channel, please don't forget to like, subscribe, share and comment down below. So without wasting no time, this past weekend it was lit. Like, if you noticed all over social media, like it was lit, like events, parties, like it was actually going down. So speaking of, I love my hair. So speaking of partying and all that, there's a club in Cape Town. They call it Saint Lounge in Cape Town. So Two-Face, you all know Two-Face, aka Tubaba, was actually performing there. Khanya Mkhangisa was there. Dumandando was there, and I also saw Dallas was there. So people were like enjoying themselves, they were having fun, which is, there is absolutely nothing wrong with that, right? Because we all started there. It's a pity I don't belong to that lifestyle. I can't. I feel like I don't fit. Do you understand what I mean? I'm not that, I feel like I don't fit. Being in my house, watch my TV and eat. That's what I'm good at. So people were out there enjoying themselves, having fun. So Khanya actually posted on her IG story like a video of them like having fun dancing. And as we all know, Two-Face is a married man. He's a family man from Nigeria, right? But one thing I didn't understand, Two-Face, his hands, he was like all over Khanya, like he was all over Khanya. I was like, no man, this is so, it doesn't look good. To me, it just doesn't look good. You know, leaving your wife like back home and be like, okay babe, I'm going to work. Okay, she knows the kind of work that you do. But not knowing that, okay, you'll be all over girls. Like, this is one thing I don't like about these artists. I just don't, especially the Nigerian ones, they don't have mind. Do you understand? So I was like, how would you feel if you were to be his wife or any other artist, like you are actually married to one of them, and how would you feel every time they go out? You already know maybe there's going to be a scandal. Tomorrow morning, first page, my husband did this, my husband did that. And the thing is, if you confront them, they'll be like, you know the kind of stuff that I'm doing. People will accuse me of such things that but I saw it in my eyes. He was all over Khanya, like, bruh, stop now, stop. This thing you're doing is not good now. What is wrong with you? Please just respect yourself, respect your family, respect your wife. Do you understand? Because some of these things that are happening out there, they post them, like they post them. Even if I was Khanya, obviously, if Davido comes and dance with me and try to, you know, I will post it and be like, okay, look where I was with whom. Like, do you understand? So it's not good. I don't like it. I just don't. I don't know about you guys. Like, I know there are things that we cannot run away from. Like, it's people's choices. They do what they want to do. It's especially when you have money, you feel like you're entitled of doing anything that you want to do. Nobody tells you what to do or whatsoever. And you're actually used to the tablet that, okay, tomorrow morning anyway, whether I'm doing something wrong or I'm doing something right, they're still gonna write about me. But at least avoid doing something that will embarrass your wife. Do you understand? So as for Khanya, she's a very young, bubbly girl. I'm sure she's not gonna fall for all that nonsense. You know, we've been hearing a lot of things, the scandals of Bonang, and you understand those things. So girl, just stay away from that old married man. Just stay far away from him. Okay, girl, you know you're so smart. You can get any man, but stay away from such people. Okay, forget about that one. Then we are going to Mr. Makamu, a TV host, well-known bishop, a businessman, right? Family man. We all know what actually happened between Makamu and the girl that was actually accusing him of sexual assault, allegedly. So now, in as much as everything was all over, TV shows, television news, radios, like out there, papers, social media. I remember I even watched one of the interviews on Ama Bishop when they were actually questioning him, and then he tried to defend himself in as much as whatever he was saying to me didn't make sense, which I'm not gonna dwell on that. It's kind of like the past, we'll leave it behind. And I wasn't even like busy with this channel, so I'm not gonna dwell on that one. But now the girl, allegedly she's now 21 years old, she dropped the charges. Okay, when I saw this, I was like, why? Like, why? She just dropped the charges. You know, a lot is going on. I'm thinking about a lot of things. Like, all of a sudden, she just dropped the charges. We know a lot of things were mentioned. Money, like, it's like Makamu wanted to bribe the family or whatsoever. So now when people are commenting down below, they were like, if you have money, you have power to do everything or to stop anything. Like, so it's like people are like, obviously Makamu paid the family, which it did cross my mind. I'm not gonna lie, the minute I read that one, I was like, oh, okay, there is no way if someone do such a thing to you and you were still young as 17 years old, now you just decide to drop the charges out of the blue just like that. It just means something is not adding up. I was like, did he bribe her? Did he bribe the family? Like, here is this money, like, keep quiet, drop the charges. Like, everybody was concerned, like, did Makamu give them money? So we don't have answers, but all we know is that the charges are dropped. And it's so painful that we as women, we go through a lot. You understand? We go through a lot to a point where men out there, successful men, will use their power to do whatever it is to stop you. Like, for the fact that if you are coming from a poor family, I'm not saying that family is poor, but I'm just making an example. If the girl is coming from a poor family, and then she and the family felt like, oh, okay, cool, if we go on with this case, at the end of the day, even if maybe Makamu gets arrested or he doesn't, which is not gonna give them anything in return, so they felt like, oh, okay, let's just take this money and then move on with our lives. Because even if we carry on with the case, we're not gonna benefit anything. But then I feel like we must stand strong for ourselves, for our kids, you understand, for our daughters, because what they go through out there is very painful. So if ever maybe there was a bribery or something like that, I don't condone it, I don't like it, as for me, as a woman. But then if it's something else, or it's just a pure, honest, like, you know, let's just close the case, then it's fine. But if ever they decided to take a bribe, I feel like you sold your daughter. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? I feel like you sold your daughter. So I just don't like it. So whatever it is that we go through as women, whatever it is that we go through as parents out there, whatever we go through as young girls, let's stand strong and fight for our rights. Do you understand? And our daughters out there, our kids, even boy child, they go through the same. They're being molested. So when they come to us for help, let's just support them and help them as much as we can. Do you understand? So money will always be money. It is what it is, but let's not let our children down. So that's it for me today, and I love you so much. Have a blessed day.